Also want to ask you about the current CS meta, right? Because there's a while ago where IGLs had to put more output, right? You know that. Then we see now it's gone away from just having like a couple of stars and a couple of supportive players. We're seeing now 3, in your case, 4 stars alongside you. How do you view the current CS meta? And do you think this is going to be a trend for more teams to kind of have this kind of style?
I think it's changing all the time. I think you're always looking at the best team in the world, or the 2 or the top 3 teams in the world. How are they winning? People have specific styles, right? But the way me and Snappy has been calling the last or this season, maybe that motivated G2 to think differently about the in-game lead role and the roles in the team, right? But I think it's changing all the time. But I still think you need to do a lot of output as a IGL. I know my level is each year going higher, even though the competition is also going higher. It is a very high skill CS right now. People are shooting really hard. Even if I have bad stats, it's not like I feel I'm aim failing or anything. It's just like sometimes the enemies are better than me. And I think that goes for everyone, that you just need to make sure the team overall is performing. That's the first thing. And if it's not, you're obviously looking at why the reason is. And if you're not fragging as an IGL, you may need to make a lot of space, and I don't think that's possible.
In terms of you, though, you just mentioned it. You're improving kind of every year. We're seeing this. You've been able to hang with the very best. Is there something particular you're doing on the individual side outside of the IGL? Because we're always talking about you as an IGL, but what do you do individually to stay this good even as you get older?
I think since COVID started, I've reevaluated myself. If I want to stay long-term in CSGO, what do I need to work on here and the next 3 years? And I came to a conclusion that I don't need to watch many more demos to understand how CSGO works. I need to follow the meta, but I need to work on my individual skills. So I put up a plan for training that way more than I watch demos. I do watch anti-strat at tournaments, but when I'm home, I play a lot more individual than I used to. So my training days is getting longer than compared to when I was young. But I think that's what you need to do if you want to stay long in CSGO and you're hitting a level where it's going downwards. You need to work hard and just believe that the work you put in now will pay off. And I feel like I'm doing that. But sometimes you have bad games, sometimes you're good. But I know I'm doing my best I can right now. Nice. Most important thing is not to be burned out. And I took care of myself during the season, understanding when to put in effort and when not to.